Hey guys, so for those watching in the future and those about on, um, stressed out. The Kickstarter was approved, which is good. I should be happy about that. I mean, I am, but it just the moment I got the confirmation, I was filled with joy. It's like, okay, we can move on to the next step. And then realizing that, the stress just kicked in. I'm like, okay, now we can move on to the next step. So basically, what I'm asking you guys today is, it's Tuesday. When should I, on my end, launch it? Off the top of my head, I was thinking Friday. I've been gearing you guys up with this for a while. I've been gearing up my friends and family, the Facebook fam, whatever. I've been gearing everyone up in my world for a while now, and especially this past couple weeks, I've been pumping. Like go. We're almost there. So everyone in my realm is all good to go on it. Basically, everyone's excited. Everyone's ready for it. Everyone wants to check it out already. Um, that's where I'm kind of at a loss. Is I have to pull the trigger on this, but I gotta time things right. I'm new to all of this, and it's scary. Putting myself out there like this, launching a crowdfunding campaign. As wonderful as I think the book is, it'll be even more wonderful if the campaign's successful and I can, afford to have it properly edited. Then I'll know that the book is in much better hands once it's published, released. Which we have a release window of March, but people that participate in Kickstarter, they're going to get it a month early. So, hey, Mamba, what's up? In case you didn't hear, the Kickstarter got approved. Now I'm just trying to figure out when to launch it. The campaign's going to last for 30 days. And I'm trying to time it just right. Oh, nice. Well, thank you. Um, Save the congrats. I'm glad I got approved, but we got to move on to the next section, which is so stress inducing. What's wrong with the timing? Hey, dude, what's up? Welcome back. It's been a little while. Um, what's wrong with the timing? It's not that there's anything wrong with the timing. I just, I don't want to. Oh, I'm approved. Okay, launch it, and then I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the day going through it. I mean, I was thinking Friday, but I'm working Thursday and Friday, and I don't want to essentially. Yeah, man, Reader's Digest. What's going on? Um, Sorry, I'm lost there. Um, I don't know what you mean by Reader's Digest, but so my book is finished. I am crowdfunding it so I can afford the editing for it because the editing isn't cheap. It, not cheap for me anyway, but I'm self-publishing it, and I've kind of got a really good plan overall. Um, Once I have the funds, I have an editor lined up. He's ready to go start editing it. It's going to take him 30 days, and then right. So yeah, I have an editor lined up. He requires a down payment and this, that, and the other to get started. And unfortunately, that the down payment's $600, and that's a lot of money all at once. So I can't really hand that off to him until I have the funds. So that's why I start up the crowdfund, get the funds. Um, yeah, and the editor's great. He has he's done several New York Times bestsellers for other authors in the same genre as me, dystopian, post-apocalyptic. So perfect fit, man, perfect fit. How much you trying to raise? I'm trying to raise $3,500, and the reason why that number is because that's the number that'll hit me at the baseline. The editor doesn't cost that much. The copyright doesn't cost that much. The ISBN registration doesn't cost that much. The reason why it's that number is because I have to factor in two things. I have to factor in two things. I have to factor in the rewards, and I have to factor in Kickstarter taking their cut. Kickstarter takes 10%. Okay, so Kickstarter is going to take their 10%, and then I have to fulfill rewards. Well, when I fulfill rewards, when you donate to the Kickstarter, you obviously get a copy of the book. It might be paperback, it might be hardcover, it might be a hardcover signed, or it might be even the limited edition copy. All of these things I have to pay for. I have to pay for the item, I have to pay for shipping. There's a lot that goes into it money wise. So I need to make sure that I raise enough to cover that cost. So that's why 3,500 will cover the cost of rewards. It'll cover the cost of shipping. It'll cover the cost of Kickstarter taking its cut, and then what's left over, that I can use for my editor, that I can use for ISBN registration, formatting, stuff like that. So that's why 3,500 is the number that I chose, because it's the most realistic number, given everything broken down. Like I said, the book's done. I have an editor lined up. I just need to be able to pay the guy. So, oh man, it's something else. I'm telling you, man. It's like the more I think about it, it's like I'm gonna do it. It's just my question to you guys is, when should I launch it? So I thought Friday would be a really good day to launch it. Kickstart the weekend basically. And then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, maybe a good day to start this will actually be tomorrow, because I'm not working tomorrow. I'm home, I'm off, I can launch it, and all the stuff I have to do for the launch, I can do tomorrow. Sweet. Sweet. Perfect. Um, I'm kind of spending today kind of fine tuning things, kind of going over it. If you guys want to take a look, there's a preview of the Kickstarter. If you go to my channel and you go to community, there's a post that I did early this morning, I guess, right when I kind of finalized it. I've gone through multiple renditions of it. I think it's really good looking, to be honest with you, but that really kind of all depends on what you guys think, what the people that are going to it to take a look at it. It really depends on your guys' opinion. So I do value your guys' opinion. I mean, hell, that's why I'm making this live stream right now anyway. So also, Jackknife, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back to the program. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed. Yeah, there's a place, like I said, if you go to my YouTube channel, the channel itself, you click over on the community tab, there's a post that I made today, like at the ass crack of dawn, right before I went to bed. If you go on there, there's a link. It'll take you to the Kickstarter, and if you scroll down, there's a link on the actual Kickstarter of the first chapter of the book. It's unedited. It's basically so you guys can get an idea of my writing style, of an introduction into the book and the world of Shelter. But like I said, it's unedited, so it will be different when it comes back from the editor. That's just how these things go. So not like drastically different, Jesus God, no, it's going to be polished a lot more. It's going to roll off the tongue better, etc. The pacing is going to be improved, things like that. The things that me as an author that I have an internal bias of, like I read it and I'm like, holy shit, that's good. Or if I give it to someone like a close friend or relative or whatever, and they're like, oh shit, that's good. But you give it to the hands of a professional and they're like, that's good, but let's make it better. So that's kind of what having an editor is all about. is doing those things. So, but yeah, that's a good spot. I would just copy it right here, but I can't. There's no way for me to actually copy the link. I have Nightbot set up, so they should be able to send you a link for it, but for some reason, Nightbot doesn't do jack shit. So, once I do launch it, though, um, every single day I will be streaming on Twitch for the next 30 days. Every single day, at least like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Every single day. So I'm letting you guys know that now so you guys can kind of, if you want to watch me, you guys can migrate over to Twitch. My Twitch username, my Twitch channel is, to no surprise, Mace Valor. Wow, original. There was so much more that I wanted to do. Like I made a video for my Kickstarter. That's already uploaded on YouTube, but it's private. So I'll the day of the Kickstarter I'll release that as well, so you guys can get a look at that. It's just it's crazy, man. It really is. It's really something else. Yeah, it has been a while, man. Yeah, I remember when you first came by the channel, you were still a moody teenager, and now you're just a moody adult. So, uh, whoops, I should not have done that. Hmm. Just my son. I was tapping on the glass like an idiot, and then he come running over. The bonus member is that now you you got your Twitter on lock. I'll definitely say that. Your Twitter's pretty funny. Yeah, man. I'm trying really hard not to overthink things because it is true. You are your own worst critic. 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 Yeah. We are our own worst critics, and when it comes to all the things I woulda, coulda, shoulda, I've, oh man, I've put so much work into the book. I've put so much work into talking about the thing, promoting the damn thing. I've put so much work in building the Kickstarter. I'm as much as I want to be optimistic, as much as I want to like, dude, we got this, and all of that, which I am. Most of it is me like going, dude, I'm a badass. I got this. No worries. I have to humble myself and ground myself in the reality that there is the chance that I could not raise the money. There is that eventuality. There is the eventuality that I will not raise enough. If I raise, just jump, bro. I'm going to give it a read. So here's the thing. Like I said, there's a chance that if I don't raise enough money, like if I'm $1 short, Kickstarter considers it a fail. And if that happens, well, what do I do then? What do I do then? What do I do in the event that it fails? And I've already had a long conversation with myself about this. I've put 3 years of my life. I have worked so hard. And I want this story to be out there regardless of anything. So what's going to happen is if the book doesn't, if the book doesn't, if the campaign for the book isn't successful, I am going to sit down. I'm going to read over the book again. Any corrections I can make on my end that I might notice, and I've had to reread this thing like I've lost count of how many times I've read this book. I can damn near give you quotes from it verbatim in its current condition. You know, I'm going to go through it again, spend about a week on it, going through it, combing through it, and tidy it up as best that I can with my own biased eyes. And then I am going to release it on KDP, that's a self-publishing platform I'm going through. I will release it on KDP in its unedited, well, unprofessionally edited condition to the masses. That's what I'll do. If this Kickstarter is successful, sweet, dope. The book will be out. Published, edited, wonderful, just everything I ever imagined it could be. Everything I've ever dreamed of for it. If it's unsuccessful, I will still be a published author. Self-published or not, I'll still be a published author. It'll be out one way or another. It'll be better if the Kickstarter works, but either way, it'll be handled. So that's kind of where I'm at. So anyway, for those of you that know, my phone is kind of garbage, and it's actually like burning up my hands right now. It is like overheating so much from live streaming this. So I'm got some other stuff I got to do, some other things I got to think about, but I just want to throw that out there for you guys, and we're gonna make this happen one way or another. So I'm just having those jitters, you know. You know, it's a big thing. It's an extremely big thing for me, and I've made so much strides in 2019. I really, oh, definitely. I mean, all right, let's be real. If I were $1 short and I had like a couple hours to go, I would just make up an account and cover the dollar. But let's say I'm a few $100s short. Well, in that scenario, I don't really. You got to remember, I live like paycheck to paycheck. I mean, especially since I've gotten my debts handled. Um, I've kind of budgeted myself out for anything extra. Well, technically, rock stars are extra, but you know, we all have our vice. Maybe I can go a couple days without those. But yeah, no, the goal is hopefully it'll raise enough, but there's always the eventuality that I may not even break $1,000 on it. So I just have to be realistic and understand that that's something that can happen. But I think it's awesome, and most likely I will release it tomorrow. I'll launch it, and then I'll be live streaming pretty much all fucking day tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on YouTube, but I will be primarily streaming on Twitch. It's just going to be easier for me in general. But anyway, like I said, my phone's like overheating. It's like burning my hand. Anyway, you guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. Thank you guys so much for your advice, your words of encouragement, all this, that, and the other. As always, I'm your oh so glorious and beloved Mace Valor, signing off.